Hello my dear students, welcome back to my class in the series of learning programming in C. In the previous video, we discussed about W plus mode. Well, in today's video, we will discuss about R plus mode. So we will see how this R plus mode is going to work with a complete program and execution. So those who are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon so that you can get the notification of all the new videos. Watch the video till the end. Do not skip the video. And if you like the video, please click on the like button and share the video to all your friends. R plus mode. The name itself tells you read as well as write. You can read the data as well as you can write the data. So R plus mode opens the file for both reading and writing. You can read the data as well as you can write the data. So if the file does not exist, then it is going to return a null, but it will not create a new file. And it will not create a new file. So if the file does not exist, a null will be returned, and based on that null value, I can put a message saying that unable to open the file, and it will not create a new file. But if the file exists, does not exist, return null, and it will not create new file. If the file exists, it opens the file and the pointer will be at the first position. It is going to open the file, I can read the data, and as soon as I start reading the data means I am pointing the position to the first location and I can read the data. And the previous contents will not be erased. The previous contents that what I have in the file will not be erased. The pointer will be pointing to the first position. From that position, I can read the data. Then, if you want to read the data, as usual, it starts reading from the first position itself. From the first position. And if you want to write the data also, it starts writing from the first position. And it overwrites the data. So, pointer will be to the beginning. It is R plus. So, reading the data means the pointer has to be in the first position. I can read the data from the first position up to end of file, and if I want to write the data as the pointer will be at the first position, I will be writing from the first position itself. So this is what with R plus mode. So let us understand completely with a program and execution. Here we go with the complete program to understand the program of R plus mode. So we are going to understand how this R plus mode is going to work. So as usual, the file pointer initially pointing to null, and we have a character array str, and we say fopen f9.txt in R plus mode. So f9.txt, let us assume f9.txt exists. So the file pointer fp, say some location, say 200, it will be pointing to this location. The file pointer is pointing to this. So I am getting the address of this. So it is not pointing to null. So fp is pointing to f9. Is fp equals to null? No. So this block will not be executed. Let us assume the file exists. If file does not exist, then it is going to return null, and I'll be getting a message unable to open the file, or sometimes the file may not react properly for that. If the file exists, the reference of that, the address of that will be held in the file pointer fp. Now is fp equal to null? No, fp is not equal to null. Control will be to this point. So initially what I'll do, as I'm opening the file in R plus mode, I can read the data as well as I can write the data. So what I'll do initially, I'll read the data from the file. So I'm starting the loop while, as usual, you all know not of file, end of file to the file pointer. Yes, of course, fp is not to the end of file. Yes, condition true. Then get the sequence of character, store it in str, maximum of 99 characters from the file pointer fp. So to the output console, I need to print the data. So through fgetS, I am getting the data. I'll get the data and I'll print that with printf percentages, so that complete details will be printed onto the output screen saying that hello my dear students welcome. So I read the data, right? But I'll close the file pointer also. But what happens here, if I want to write some content, I don't want to read the data that what I have in the file, I want to write the content. So what I'll do here, let me add one point here. I just say before I get in, I'll let me comment this. I'll comment this complete while loop. Then I say f put as, I say Varun. You can just extend the statement Varun, double quotes, to the file pointed to by the file pointer fp. So when I run this program, so the file is being opened in R plus mode, means I can also write the data. But when I say it is R plus, it will be active, the file will be active pointing to the first location. As I said, if the file exists, the file will be open and the pointer will be to the first position. Now when I say f put s, means when the file gets opened with R plus mode, the contents will not be erased. Pointer will be to the first position as we discussed previously. Pointer will be to the first position. The contents of the file will not be erased. If the file exists, the file gets opened and the contents, previous contents that what I have in the file will not be erased and the pointer will be pointing to the first position. Now the pointer is to the first position. Now I say f put as Varun. So what happens here? It gets replaced here. So it is V A R U N and a space, right? So the content that what I am writing here, you can also access the data from the console, but I am right away storing that string. F put is Varun to the file pointed to by fp, means pointer will be to the first position, the content got overwritten, right? And these things are commented here. When you run this file and when you open the file f9.txt, you get the content Varun, my dear students, welcome. So the contents has been overwritten. This is what happens with R plus. Means R plus mode is specially used when I want to do the modifications to my existing file. So existing file, to the existing file, if I want to do any modifications, I can use this R plus mode. So I am overwriting the data. You can also place the pointer to respective location and do the overwriting of data. And for that we need to learn the different pointers that what we use with files. That we are going to deal in separate video. So you can place the pointer wherever you require and do the modification. But right now in R plus mode, the file will be open, contents will not be erased, pointer will be to the first position and whatever I write, it gets overwritten from the first position. Data will be overwritten. Now what I'll do, so I'll just comment this. So data has been written, then I'll remove this comment. With that, added to this, I'll say f put as logic flow. Just observe it. So this is being commented. The data is already written now. Now what I'll do, I'll execute this. In R plus mode, I'm opening the file to read the content. So as usual, the while loop runs. Then I'm going to get the data. So here I don't get hello, but I get Varun, because that is what we have overwritten. Varun, my dear students, welcome. Then I'm going to print that. After, because when I say I am opening the file, the pointer will be to the first position. I am reading the content now. I am reading the content, so I have commented this. These content Varun has already been written. Let it be. When you open f9.txt, when you run this program with this f put test, you don't get anything here. But when you open f9, you can see the changes there. We will see that everything in execution, right? But now I am commenting here. and the while loop is being executed. Added to that, an extra statement is added here. So I am trying to read the data, means pointer will be pointing to first position. From the first position, the data will be read. So I'll be getting this output. Varun, my dear students, welcome. Then what I'll do, I'm trying to put the content logic flow. So where it will be added, this is one more point. So this content will not be overwritten. What happens, as we have read, from the first position to last, the pointer will be here. And when I say fput is logic flow, here next to this, the content will be added. Well, I don't have space here, I'll write here. So it is logic flow added there. So when you execute this, you get this message from the file. Varun, my dear students, welcome. And then when you go to f9.txt, you can find Varun, my dear students, welcome, and this content logic flow will be added at the last. Because while reading, the pointer will be at the first position. After reading, it will be to the end of file. So pointer will be at the end of file. Then afterwards, if I try to write the data, means it will be written from that end position. So this content will be added there, logic flow. When you open that f9.txt, you can find that. And finally, fclose. So this is how we read and write the data using R+. Let us see the execution of this now. So here we go with the program to understand R plus mode, that is both read and write. So we have the file pointer pointing to null initially, then we have the character array str so that we can store the data that what we have read from the file. So we are trying to open the file f9.txt in R plus mode, that is in both read and write mode. If the file f9.txt exists, then I can read the content from the file. If the file does not exist, then I will be getting a message unable to open the file. So if the file exists, then I can read the content from the beginning of the file, that is from the first pointer. So what I'll do, f9.txt file should be there. So let us check whether we have f9.txt. So we have this file f9.txt where we have the content. Hello my dear students, welcome to my channel Logic Flow. So this is what the content I have in the file f9.txt. Now I should read the content from the file. So as usual, I know what the read plus mode will do. It has to read as well as it can write. So when I say I'm reading the data, it is going to read from the first location, that is from the beginning of the file. So I can just have the while loop saying that not of file, end of file, of file pointer. So file, end of file, file pointer means yes, file, end of file pointer means it is not pointing to what is file, end of file. It will be pointing to the first position. So it is not end of file. What it is it end of file? No, it is 0. Not of 0, it is 1. So while 1, so yes, it is true. Get the sequence of characters. That is get is the string, that is sequence of characters from the file pointer to by file pointer and store it in str and print that onto the console. Then finally close it. So let me save this. Well, we have seen what is the content we have in F9. That content I need to display here onto the console. Yes, so I got the content data from file. Hello my dear students, welcome to my channel Logic Flow. Now what I'll do, I'll just comment this while loop. I'll just comment this while loop. I'll just try to put some data into the file, existing file. So it is existing file. So I'm opening that in R plus, means I can both read and write. So when I'm saying that I'm writing some content using fputters. When I'm reading, it usually reads from the beginning. So the pointer will be at the beginning. When I say fputters, these content will be put from the beginning itself. Means data that what I have in F9 will be overwritten now. So from the beginning position up to the characters that what I have. So it is going to put this characters onto the file. So from the beginning it is going to put the data. So now save this and run the file.
So actually I am not going to get any output for this. I can go and check in the file f9.txt. So in the file f9.txt, I should have these contents written. Look at here. See it is Varun Business Tycoon. So the remaining content. So hello my dear student. Till there these contents have been overwritten. Right. So I can also get these content and the remaining contents will be as it is. Means to say when I try to write the content to the file in R plus mode, it starts writing from the beginning location. So it started writing from the beginning location. Now what I'll do, I'll just comment this. Let me read the content that what I have in the file. Added to that, let me also write these content also. So I need to read the content. So this has been replaced. Then I have to read the data from the file. Then finally I have to put this content. So save this and then run the program. So it is Varun Business Tycoon that what we have overwritten and the remaining content. Welcome to my channel Logic Flow. So this is what the content I got. Now, after I read that, I am trying to write this content. So, after reading, the pointer will be to the end of the file. Then I say put this content. So, this will be added from the end. So, you can go and check that in the file f9.txt. Look at here. See. At the end, Varun is added. So this is how the pointers will move. So if I just say I am initially writing in the R plus mode, then it will start from the beginning location. So we started, see, we saw the content. So it was overwritten like this, right? Varun Business Tycoon. Then after reading means as usual from the beginning it starts reading. It will move on up to the end. When it goes to the end of the file, then I say fput is, from that position the data will be written and in the file you can see this content. So this is how the R plus mode is going to work. So hope you have understood with this R plus mode. That's all for today's video. So in the next video, till then take care. Bye bye.